Bets.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Solid day yesterday, nearly hitting all of our plays except for one. We would have had another sweep if not for Cade Cunningham no-show performance. But today's a new day and we are looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, take a moment to hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 800 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video, so take a moment and hit the like button. Also, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to sign up for the Outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. Today we will be heading into the NBA's Tuesday slate of games, and for our first pick, we'll be headed over to the PRA tab, and this time we like LeBron James for less than 40.5 PRA. Now, taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, click our link in the description below for a free 7-day trial. This pick may come as a bit of a surprise to you, as LeBron James has actually only failed to exceed it in 5 of his last 10 games, and in just nearly 50% of the games that he's played this season. However, one of the things I do love about this Outlier tool is its ability to provide us with accurate game situations, so we can actually filter to all the games that the Lakers have played back-to-back on this season. And looking here, we see that LeBron James has actually failed to exceed in 3 of the last 5 back-to-back matchups the Lakers have played this season. Very close to falling below this line in 4 of 5 back-to-backs on the season, if not facing a very poor Atlanta Hawks defense. Now, LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers will be facing off against a Philadelphia 76ers defense that this season has not been very good overall, giving up a fair share of PRA totals such as points, rebounds, and assists to their opponents overall. And when it comes to defending against the opponent forward position, we see that the 76ers are again still giving up a fair share of PRA totals overall. Not very many points, but again, still a fair share of rebounds and assists to the position overall. Here's Philly's defensive numbers against opponent power forwards for those of you who want to see that as well, giving up plenty of PRA totals to the opponent power forward position. However, at this stage of LeBron James' career, coming off a back-to-back, we aren't expecting the Lakers to really run him into the ground and utilize him extensively in their offense. So although he's more than capable of going over this line, we aren't expecting him to do so in this game. Now, taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that LeBron James is getting a solid dose of minutes over his last 10 games, near 35 minutes per game. And again, very hard to pick against LeBron James this season, playing very spectacular, over 50% field goal shooting on over 17 attempts per game, and near 40% three-point shooting over his last 10 games. His number of attempts have taken a significant dip, just under 5, but still getting plenty of potential assists, as well as rebound chances per game. But overall, playing on a back-to-back on the road, especially after logging near 37 minutes on the first leg of this back-to-back, we aren't expecting LeBron James to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now, obviously, LeBron James has had solid PRA totals on his career. This season, however, he has dropped significantly in his points per game totals, under 24 points per game this season. He has turned into a much more of a facilitator for this Lakers offense, over 9 assists per game this season, and just under 8 rebounds. But even so, his overall PRA total still falls very close to falling below this line. And again, this being a back-to-back after logging plenty of minutes in his last game on the first leg of this back-to-back, we are going to fall or lean more toward the side of him going under this line, again, despite him being more than capable of reaching it. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking LeBron James for less than 40.5 PRA. Now for our next play, we'll be headed over to the three-pointers made tab, and this time we like Lauri Markkanen for less than 3.5 three-pointers made. Now, taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this is a line Lauri Markkanen has actually failed to exceed in 7 of his last 10 games, including in 4 straight games. Additionally, this is a line Markkanen has failed to exceed in 65% of his last 20 games, in 2 of his last 3 matchups versus the Golden State Warriors, as well as in 23 of the 34 games he's played this season. Now, Lauri Markkanen, the Utah Jazz, will be facing off against a Golden State Warriors defense that this season has not been a very good overall when it comes to defending the perimeter. Pretty average overall, giving up a fair share amount of threes to their opponents overall. And when it comes to defending against the opponent power forward position specifically, the Golden State Warriors are again a pretty average overall, but still giving up not too many threes to the position overall. Here's Golden State's numbers against opponent's centers for those of you who want to see that as well. Again, not giving up too many three-pointers allowed to their opponent's centers overall. So coming into this game, we aren't expecting Lauri Markkanen to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Additionally, the Warriors will be without key front court depth in Draymond Green and Jonathan Kuminga, both listed as out for this game, and with Walker Kessler being out and John Collins being questionable for this game, we do expect Lauri Markkanen to be a bigger interior presence for this game for the Utah Jazz and not being too out on the perimeter as much as he usually is. Now, taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Lauri Markkanen is getting a fair share amount of minutes over his last 10 games, near 32 minutes per game. However, his playing time is not necessarily translated to an increase in his overall three-pointers made per game. He is getting up plenty of attempts per game, over 11 attempts over his last 10 games. However, he is still shooting a sub 30% three-point shooting percentage over his last 10 games. And again, with their front court depth being shorthanded, we are expecting a bigger interior presence for Lauri Markkanen, and for him overall not to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now, overall on his career, Lauri Markkanen has been a decent three-point shooter this season, making an average of about 3 three-pointers per game, again still lower than his line today. He is shooting just under 35% from behind the arc this season, on nearly 9 attempts per game. But again, the Warriors aren't giving up too many three-pointers overall to his position, and Markkanen anyways has still been in a poor shooting slump. They will be playing on a back-to-back as well. So overall, we aren't expecting Markkanen to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Lauri Markkanen for less than 3.5 three-pointers made. Now, for those of you wisely making picks with Underdog as well, we wanted to share with you a couple of plays that we thought had a great chance of hitting, and that is Tyrese Maxey for lower than 0.5 double-doubles, as well as LeBron James for lower than 0.5 double-doubles. And if you like making picks on the traditional PRA stats, but also want to have access to making picks on things like double-doubles as well as triple-doubles, click our link in the description below and sign up for Underdog using code BETBLITZ, because when you do, you'll receive a free pick as well as 1,000 in bonus cash. And right now, Underdog has been going absolutely insane with all the free picks, discounted player props, and promo codes that they're dropping as a gift in your lobby on a day-to-day basis. So again, if you guys aren't already on Underdog, make sure you guys aren't leaving any money on the table. Sign up with code BETBLITZ, claim your free pick and bonus cash, and trust us, your profits will increase. Now for our next play, we'll be under the points plus rebounds tab, and this time we like Trae Young for more than 26.5 points plus rebounds. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, this pick may come as a bit of a surprise to you, as Trae Young has actually only exceeded it in 4 of his last 10 games. However, the Atlanta Hawks are on a 4-game losing streak. They will be playing at home against the Atlanta at home versus the Houston Rockets, who are on a back-to-back. Additionally, this is a line Trae Young has actually exceeded in 55% of his last 20 games and in nearly 50% of the games that he's played this entire season. And as we mentioned earlier, the Houston Rockets will be playing a back-to-back. However, the Atlanta Hawks have actually been or gotten 2 days of rest. And when we filter for games that Trae Young has played with rest, we see that this season he's actually gone over this line in 4 of his last 6 matchups after 2 games of rest, nearly going over it on 5 of 6 games, just 0.5 away from doing so. Now, Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks will be facing off against a solid defensive team in the Houston Rockets, currently ranked top 10 in both defending points as well as rebounds from their opponents overall. However, again, the Rockets will be playing on a back-to-back on the road after playing a tight game versus the Boston Celtics, in which all their starters went for about 30 minutes or more. And when it comes to defending against opponent point guards overall, the Houston Rockets have not been as good defensively, pretty average, giving up a fair share amount of points as well as rebounds to the position. Here's Houston's defensive numbers against opponent shooting guards for those of you who want to see that as well. But overall, we expect Trae Young to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now, taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Trae Young is getting a solid dose of minutes over his last 10 games, 37 minutes per game, which is very nice to see. He hasn't been shooting the ball as efficiently as we'd like to see him, however, still taking up plenty of attempts per game, near 19 per game over his last 10 games. And after being in a pretty bad shooting slump to start the season, Trae Young has really improved over his last 10 games, 37% from behind the arc, on over 8 attempts per game. And for his stature, he isn't too bad of a rebounder. Over his last 10 games, averaging near 5 rebound chances per game, which is good to know, again, especially since the Hawks will be facing off against a team that may have tired legs after playing a tight game in a back-to-back on the road. So coming into this game, we do expect Trae Young to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. Now in his career, Trae Young has been a solid scorer this season, near 23 points per game. Again, he isn't much of a rebounder considering his stature, but still providing a nice little cushion for this line at close to 4 rebounds per game. And again, coming into this game off of a solid 2 days of rest and facing a team that is playing a back-to-back on the road, we do like Trae Young at home to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Trae Young for more than 26.5 points plus rebounds. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, take a moment and hit that like button. We do have a like goal for this video. And if you guys would like bonus picks in our next video, we are challenging you to get this video above 800 likes. And if you do that, we will be dropping multiple bonus picks in our next video. So take a moment and hit that like button. And again, if the picks in this video weren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below and sign up for the outlet using code BLITZ. Again, that's code BLITZ for 15% off your access. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now they have really been cashing people out left and right. So you guys want to make sure you guys go check them out. And again, use our code BLITZ for 15% off. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.